If you are in the gym 6 to 7 days a week, you're constantly just chasing a pump, I promise you, you are wasting so much time. Switching up my training is exactly how I went from looking like this to looking like this while being in the gym for less time every week. And in this video, I'm gonna outline for you exactly how I switched my approach so that I could see more progress. And I'm gonna give you the exact training style that actually works. Now you're probably wondering, who am I? Well, I'm a guy who spent a lot of time trying to figure it out. And now that I have, and I've seen a lot of progress, I wanna help you save time and see more progress. Like a lot of other gym goers, I went through my own bro split era. I was hitting arms every other day. I was hitting random muscle groups based on whatever machines were open or what I felt like doing that day. And I was constantly chasing a pump. I was constantly trying to feel sore after my workouts because I thought that soreness meant that I was doing something right. So I was actually chasing validation and I was getting nowhere because of it. And it left me feeling very bummed, very burned out. I felt like I was just running in circles inside the gym and I ended up wasting so much time. Now, I did this for 5 months straight. Over the summer, I did not care about building muscle. I was going in, chasing a pump so I could look good and feel good, and that's all that really mattered to me, but it is not the way. Now, after all this time running in circles, I started seeing people who were training less than me, but they were seeing more progress. This is when I started to sort of question my entire process and my entire approach in the gym, and I decided to finally try something new. Now, the new method that I started trying was upper lower training. So I was not training 6 days a week. I would hit something like an upper and a lower workout, and then you take a rest day because rest is super important. And the longer I trained, the more I sort of realized this. So I would hit upper lower, rest, and then I would repeat, hit upper lower again. And if you feel tired, if you feel like that's still too much, you can do upper lower rest, or you can even do full body workouts 3 days a week. I have a friend who's running full body and I only see him every once in a while in the gym, but when I see him, I can't believe the progress that he's making when he's in the gym just 3 times a week. But regardless of which one of these splits you're actually gonna run, the key is to chase your progress and not your pump. Now let me repeat that. You are chasing the progress and not the pump. A lot of people think when they're going in the gym and they're getting a pump, they look more jacked, so that means they're getting bigger. Wrong. What means you're getting bigger is if you're progressing every single workout week to week. So what this means is you're gonna be trying to progressive overload. Now you can do this in 2 ways. You can either add weight during the workouts that you're doing every single time, or you can add a rep or 2 every single time. This will mean that you are pushing more weight or more reps, and you're progressing over time. Now, another huge mistake I made for a while was just not tracking my workouts. How are you gonna know if you're progressive overloading if you're not tracking your workouts? So you need to be tracking them. You can use notes, you can use an app, whatever works best for you, just do it, even if that's a notebook. Now, when you're going to the gym only a few days a week, another important factor is to make sure you are recovered. So you do not want to be overly fatiguing yourself or doing way too much volume each workout. If you're destroying your muscles every time you go in the gym and every time you work out, you're not going to be ready to hit that muscle group again. It's still going to be sore. You're still going to be fatigued. So what you can do is you can lower the reps and you can increase the weight. So you're doing lower volume, but you're doing heavy weight. Lower volume and higher frequency in the gym is way more efficient, and it helps with recovery and muscle growth over time. A few mistakes that people are making: you don't want to train to feel tired. You want to train to actually get stronger each session and see progress. Now, you also want to make sure you're having adequate recovery and sleep. Sleep is where you will build the most muscle. So if you're not getting good sleep, you need to start there. And honestly, the biggest mistake that I was making is thinking more equals better, because it does not. So exactly what could a sample week look like for you? Well, you could do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, full body. So you're basically doing full body every other day with a couple rest days every week. Or you can do an upper lower on Monday and Tuesday, then you'll rest on Wednesday, do upper lower again on Thursday and Friday. And if you feel like you're recovering, then you can rest on Saturday and hit upper lower again Sunday, Monday. But if you're not, then you can actually stop after that Friday lower day and you can rest on Saturday and Sunday. So you're increasing your rest days, you're decreasing your time in the gym, but you're ultimately gonna increase your progress. Now, it's important to mention that you cannot outlift a bad diet. So if you need some help on where to start with your diet, I can help you with that. But a few key things to know are that you should be eating 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight, or per pound of your ideal body weight. So if you're 250 pounds, but you want to weigh 190, you could eat 190 grams of protein every single day. Or if you're 200 pounds and you want to be 205 pounds, maybe you'll eat 205 grams of protein every single day. You can actually train less, you can recover better, and you can grow more, because it's not about being in the gym for as much time as you possibly can. It's about being smarter with the time you actually have in the gym. So just try this for 4 weeks. Track your progress every single week. You're gonna see more growth, and you're gonna start to get stronger as well. Now, you need to understand that physiques are built over time. They're built through consistency. So if you wanna look like somebody who actually lifts, you can follow exactly what I just laid out. And if you want my own program, step by step, what I do in the gym every single day, you can actually DM me on Instagram. Now, if you like this video or you learned something, hit the thumbs up and subscribe, because we're building the best version of you right here.